how'd you do it? Clearly, I'm really hopeless at this, but I've got some really cool and delicious adventures lined up for the rest of the day, so, whoa. Okay, I better go. I'm here in the hills of southern Serbia because I just got invited to visit a family that owns one of the oldest vineyards in the entire country. And their wine is really, really special, so I'm super excited to go and meet them. We've just arrived here at the vineyard, which is nestled deep in the hills of southern Serbia. And look at these incredible old buildings. There's so much history here. Anyway, our main owner, Radica, has promised to take me for a little walk around the vineyard. I'm really curious to see how it all looks.
Ovo je vinograd koji je star 120 godina. Preživao je uprkos svim nedaćima koje su nas zadesile. Preživao je 2 svjetska rata, komunizam, raspad Jugoslavije.
It's a true place that's cultivated with your heart and your soul.
Da, sve što radimo, radimo sa ljubavlju.
This place is so wild, you know, this is nothing like the kind of pristine, perfect vineyards that you see in France or in Italy. This is just completely wild and natural, and that's what's so beautiful about it. It's so idyllic. You can hear the birds singing, the hills rolling. Magic. So this is all your family's land?
Da, moj pradeda Gmitar postavio ovaj vinograd u 37. godini i ja i suprug i 3 dece smo to nasledili i čokoti sađeni jedan do drugog blizu, tako da je nemogućnosti mašinama bilo šta da se radi, tako da sve ručno radimo.
So these plants, they look like they're really old.
Ovi čokoti su stari između 120 i 140 godina.
Wow, that's a century old. Do you still make wine from these grapes?
Oni rade zajedno sa nama.
Does it make good money? Is it something that you do for the fortune of it?
Novac nas ne interesuje toliko. Bitno je samo da pokažemo današnjoj omladini da novac ne pričinjava nikakvo zadovoljstvo kao ovo što mi radimo u vinogradu. Jer ovo je pravo blago, ovo nema cenu.
I've been in Serbia for a few days and I've noticed that there's a lot of vineyards here, but what is it that makes your vineyard so special?
Našu vinariju čini posebno to što ne koristimo nikakve kvasce, nikakve pesticide i herbicide, sve je potpuno prirodno.
Their award-winning wine is in high demand all over the world.
Izvozimo za Švajcarsku, Francusku i Holandiju.
This is the gold that the liquid gold is made of. The most important heirloom of this family. Ready? Ready? It's delicious. Now I can't wait to taste the wine. But before I get to taste it, I need to see how they make it. The traditional way. This is Bora, and Bora is the husband of Radica and the technical expert behind the winemaking.
Ovo je presa za presovanje grožđa posle fermentacije. Ova presa je korišćena prije 120 godina.
200 years old, and you don't want a new one.
Ne želimo novu, želimo da sačuvamo kvalitet, da to bude na prirodan način.
There's something very interesting here. This is the grape juice. The grapes that are crushed here in this very barrel, their juice comes out here, and normally in the season what happens is that there's a subtle system of pipes that goes from here connecting the barrel all the way to the barrels in the actual basement where it then gets fermented. There's no pumps, no plastic, nothing artificial. It looks like something I would definitely want to try. Can I?
Ja.
Push.
Još.
More?
Ja.
More? No, it's not possible. It's impossible. Really?
Još.
Oh, yes! And then pull. Oh man, this is a lot harder than I thought. I feel like a workhorse. You know those big horses that are, that kind of carry, oh my god, carts across fields? That's exactly how I feel right now. Radica and Bora just went down to the wine cellar to prepare some wine for us to taste, which I'm super excited about. But actually the thing that amazes me the most about this place is the fact that it's so traditional, it's so tied to this family's tradition. I mean, everything that they do here in the winemaking process is done by hand, from picking the grapes to taking care of the plants to actually crushing the grapes and bottling the wine itself. Everything is done with full commitment to this age-old tradition. And that's really something that you don't see very much these days in the world, where most things are automated. Well, not here. Anyway, let's go and try some wine. Why do you do this? I mean, it's such a hard process that takes so long, with no machines, nothing. Why?
Ljubav prema tome, prema vinu I prema vinogradu. Nas ne zanimaju neka bogatstva, novac I to. Čisto hoćemo da dokažemo da može da uradimo nešto sasvim posebno.
This is I think the true meaning of passion, of dedication and love. That you do something not for the money or the wealth or the riches, but because it's something you really care about. Cheers, Julie, that's lovely. What an amazing place and what an incredible family. I mean, honestly, they have this tiny little wine production that's been passed down generations, and clearly what they do is not for the fame, not for the gain, not for the money and wealth. It's just because they want to carry on a family tradition, and that's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to do in today's world. Anyway, there's many more stories and adventures to come, and I hope that you subscribe to the Euronews travel channel to make sure that you can follow along on my next adventure. All right, I'll see you there. Bye!